Hey Libra, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you're having a good start to the month of March. This is your March 2019 Dig Deeper Love reading. So I am currently shuffling up the oracle cards, which I will pull one at the end. And again, this is for Libra. I'm going to shuffle these a couple more times. So this is a 9-card spread. We do 3 for recent past, 3 for current energy, 3 for future energy, 1 for overall energy, and 3 for guidance. And again, an oracle card for encouragement and guidance at the end. Reminder that I do my cards straight up, but I do reversals. And let's get these puppies cut up and see what we got going on for Libra for the month of March in your Dig Deeper Love reading. So your first card, Libra, Princess of Cups. Second card is a Hermit card. Third card is a 4 of coin. For your current energy, the 8 of coin. Your centerpiece card is a King of Wands. And the end of your current energy is the 10 of Cups, the Happy Family card. For your future energy, you've got the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Coin. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy, the Hangman. Well, there it is. All right, Libra, let's jump in here first, see what we got going on here for you guys for the month of March in love. So it looks like coming out of your recent past, you guys have made a decision to do some emotional distancing from someone. For whatever reason, you didn't like what they did or said or how something turned out, went down, whatever. So you have decided to, in the recent past, and this is the energy most likely coming from the second to the last and last week of February, you've decided to put some emotional distance between yourself and whoever it is that you were or currently on hiatus involved with. The card next to it, the Hermit card. So you guys have made a conscious decision to back it up. You're not lost, you're not confused, but you need to spend some time, or you've spent some time by yourself contemplating what's going on, trying to see if decisions that you've made here in the recent past, if they've been good decisions as far as your romantic life. It seems like some of you have other issues kind of spilling over into any kind of romantic situation that you're having, and that is causing you some problems. So the Hermit card is very well indicated there that you guys have taken a step back to do some contemplating on what's going to be your next move. But saying that, in the next breath with the 4 of Cups, in this deck, this is about being guarded, and that's where the hell y'all are. Y'all like, nope. You're very guarded. You're not doing a lot of talking. You're not communicating a whole lot. You were just kind of being stingy with anything emotional at this point. And if what I'm feeling is correct, I understand that. If you have been involved with someone and you feel like they didn't follow through on maybe something they promised to you, or maybe you felt like the situation was going in one direction and they turned around and did something just unexpected, I understand why you feel guarded. Your overall energy is the Hangman. So as I just said, somebody probably did something that just took you off your game for whatever reason. You need to embrace the energy of changing your perspective on that situation, because, and not just that situation, but whatever you've got going on personally that's blocking you from getting into any kind of romantic situation with anybody, whether this be baby mama, baby daddy, in-laws, almost in-laws or not in-laws, ex-in-laws, cousins, sisters, aunts, uncles, anybody that is creating a situation in your life that's keeping you from manifesting the kind of romance that you want. You need to change your perspective and your view on some of the people that are causing you to not get to where you think you need to be romantically. That's your overall energy, and that's exactly what you should be doing. You should start looking at your personal situations that are keeping you at a distance, emotional distance, from getting the kind of love you think you deserve in your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. For your current energy, the 8 of Coins, you have decided to refocus yourself on work. There's your coins, and dude is busy. He is busy. And that's good. If you have had any kind of issues with a relationship or moving forward with a relationship, sometimes taking the focus off of the relationship and doing something that has nothing to do with it at all, like work, can help you get balance. And Libra, there's nothing more that you guys like more than being balanced. And I kind of feel like right now, with some of the things that are going on in your life, you're out of balance. And I'm looking at, even just looking across the board, you got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You got some coins, you got some wands, you got some cups. There's fire, there's earth, there's of course air energy here. But you, if I'm just looking at the cards on the table, that's the only air energy type card on the board. So, and that's coming up, that's future energy. With the King of Wands being your centerpiece card, you can't let your ego, Libra, get in the way of what you're trying to do. And that's what I hear this card saying. In this deck, this card and this particular king, it's about being full of himself. And I'm kind of getting that energy back, that you have been kind of egotistical with some things, and you've just kind of been dragging other people along, which is causing some of this conflict, I think, as far as you trying to get where you would like to be romantically, because you're not there. The 10 of Cups sitting next to the King of Wands is telling me you're trying to achieve this, and this is where you're trying to get to. The centerpiece card, you have got to go back and reevaluate and relook at and change your perspective on some things, because if you don't, you're not going to be able, this is energy that you're going to come across briefly this month. You're going to see some folks that are the happy family, and you're going to observe that and be like, well, damn, how come I don't have that? Yeah, why don't you? Are you pushing people away? Are you being too set in your ways to move forward, or you're not making yourself available? Again, if you're guarded, if you've been guarded, have you let this go? Or are you still hanging on to some stuff? And like I said, I understand this. If you've been through some changes, especially with exes, because I've been in that situation before, and the minute you're not with that person and they realize you're trying to date somebody else, they can cause problems. And so that would quite naturally have you just put your defenses up, because you don't know, you're not trying to deal with none of it. That said, don't get too egotistical. Don't get too much on your own high horse that you block the very thing that you're trying to get. Even though you may have folks up here running interference, and making it difficult, you too can be making it difficult, which is just double. Which is also telling me you're out of balance, Libra. You're out of balance. Your future energy with the 8 of Swords here, these 2 8s, you don't want to get into a cycle of getting tripped up and trapped into your own belief system. And girlfriend is just standing out here in the middle of this shit because she wants to be out there. Nobody is standing there making her be there. This is a solo card. Her by herself. So you don't want to get into a situation and start dealing with energy that has you trapped and keeps you from rising above. This reverse, that's what it would be. You're not moving forward. You just kind of in your head staying into the same little thing about what you want, and then you have other people just blocking, and that's not going to help you get where you need to go. You may need to, Libra, and I hate to say it like this, you may need to humble yourself in some area and give some slack on something so you can start receiving and manifesting what you're trying to manifest. Because if you keep, I'm not going to do this because this is mine, and I'm not going to, and me. You've got to let something go. You're probably going to have to compromise on something with someone, and you may not want to. But if you don't, you're going to just block this energy the very thing that you're trying to get. Eventually, you're going to get to where you're making some plans and trying to make some moves. That'll be much later on in the month. And it will only come, the fruition of the plans will only come if you pull back a little bit and just quit relenting so much on what you think it ought to be and see how it can be, and change your perspective. Change your perspective. That's the loudest thing coming back here is about you changing your perspective. You change how you're looking at some of the situations that you're dealing with that are preventing you. And if you change your perspective even on how you're dealing with things, you will most definitely open it up where you can start manifesting the happy family. Just saying. Let's see what the universe has for guidance for Libra for the month of March. To pick my stone up off the floor. Universe, this is for Libra. This is guidance for Libra for the month of March. Dig deeper love reading. So your first card, 6 of Swords. Second card, 9 of Cups. And your third card, the Emperor card. And this is pretty crystal clear too. Moving out of choppy into calmer. Just how it looks. The universe is telling you that's what you need to do. And again, we're talking about making compromises. If you need to make some compromises to get you out of this, again, little rut or situation that you're in, you may have to make some compromises. It's not always easy to make compromises. Your wishes can come true, but you've got to let it happen. You can't be so tense. And this card is red for a reason. It's fire energy. It's a wand card. And so there's intense emotion. So whatever this is you're holding on to, you're very intent about it. But again, changing that perspective. Wishes coming true can happen, but you got to let some of this other stuff go. You are ultimately, with the Emperor card, the one in charge of your direction. You and you alone. So if you want to let other people direct you and you don't want to change your perspective or change how you deal with them, you can't be, and this is major arcana card. So this is not just something that is not going to have any impact on your life. Decisions that you make now are going to carry you through for a minute. So if you're reevaluating an old situation, if you are looking at your family dynamics and looking to see if that's causing you any problems, you are ultimately the one in charge of your romantic life, nobody else. So you can put it on the kids, you can put it on the ex, whatever. If you want to have something, you're going to have to stand up in your truth, talk your truth, know your truth, and not let anybody keep you from being happy, really. And I know that energy, there's a lot of that energy out here now because people are unhappy themselves and they don't want to see anybody else happy. Libra, change your perspective. Let some of the ego go. And just know you are the captain of your own ship. So you can go in any direction you choose to. You may have to stand up in your truth to do so. Let me pull an oracle card for you, Libra, and see what encouragement the universe has for you. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. So maybe in some of these situations here, you're looking at it from another perspective that, you don't need to do this or you don't need to do that. And it's a team effort. maybe you need to relent and let someone help you. And again, this is about making compromises. You're doing things in a collaborative fashion. And it's really resonating with me. And this is not going to resonate with every Libra in every situation, but it's really resonating back to me that a lot of you are having problems with your exes, and they are causing a lot of upset and disruption in your life. And a lot of times people do some of the dumb, crazy shit that they do, especially when it involves kids, because they're afraid. And they don't feel like they are doing anything in a team environment. Let me put it like that. They feel like they're doing everything on their own. And you may very well hear somebody say, I do all this by myself. It's a team effort, Libra. So if you haven't been helping, let me put this out there. It's not like Libra, but you may be in a situation where you shut down and you just didn't want to do anything anymore. You didn't want to help and you didn't want to do shit. If that is the case, let the ego go. Start thinking about making some compromises while you change your perspective, so you can start making some plans to do some things romantically. It's a team effort. You can't, if you're trying to start a new relationship with somebody, you can't call all the shots by yourself. If you are trying to co-parent with an ex, you can't make all the decisions by yourself. It's a team effort. So hopefully this will help guide you, because it seems like some of you are just so far out of balance that you're not even hearing really anything. So that's why it will be good to change your perspective, so you can kind of open up and see what some of the alternatives and possibilities there are for you and get yourself back in balance. I'm going to leave it there, Libra. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.